Yo, 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 tap in. Welcome to the live, everyone. Or someone, anyone. Somebody tap in. Okay, there we go. What up, Joe Farrell? I know it's late, everyone. As far as for me, I normally don't go live this late. I don't like going live past 8 o'clock. Considering I might be on for a few minutes as it is, then we're talking about 9:30, 10 o'clock by the time I even get off the live. So, but it is what it is right now. I end up having to go a little bit late, but I'm not going to be long. Just want to get on, talk about the Luce Cannon situation briefly. I mean, as you all may have heard, may or may not have heard, Luce Cannon supposedly was stabbed 5 times by a Mexican. I'm assuming that being a Southsider there in MDC, Metro Detention Center, the federal detention center where he's being held. I suppose his wife, Sharice, put this out from the beginning. But people find this to be dubious, questionable. In fact, they believe that Luce Cannon has not been stabbed by anyone because they're saying that had he been stabbed by another race, it would have went up immediately. It would have been a riot immediately, and they're not on lockdown. There's no riot. So no one is believing him. Hey, what up, Jay Stone? What's up, Amber? How you doing? Pablo Frescobar. What's up, my guy? Just talking about Luce Cannon real quick. Hit the like button if you're in the live. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. I'm really just going to be live for a few minutes because it's already late. Don't want to keep y'all up. I know some of you all have work tomorrow. Just want to get to the Luce Cannon subject real quick before I even do a video on it. Supposedly, Luce Cannon was stabbed 5 times. Luce Cannon, one of the guys from Rolling 60s, Crip, who's under the indictment with Brick Baby and Big U, etc. That Luce Cannon. Supposedly he was stabbed 5 times in federal detention where he's being housed by a Mexican. I don't know why a Mexican would stab him. They saying because he's supposed to be a snitch or something. But that would be something that the blacks would have to take care of if that's the case. No other race could do that. So people are questioning whether or not this is true about Luce Cannon being stabbed 5 times in prison. What do you all think? Was he stabbed? Or they're saying they believe that his wife, because his views are low on their channel, is clout chasing because she made a video saying that she found out the information about Luce Cannon, her husband, being stabbed through his lawyer. His lawyer had to tell you that he got stabbed? That's how you found out? His lawyer? So he's sitting in the hospital stabbed up. He got stabbed 5 times, and you don't find out till you talk to his lawyer? Sounds a little fishy. So people believe that she made up this story, clout chasing, saying that he got stabbed 5 times, taking a page out of Tory Lanez's book, even though Tory Lanez really got stabbed. We saw the video of him leaking and of him being stabbed. But Luce Cannon, I don't know. They're saying that, it's suspect. I don't know. It's too early for me to say. I don't have enough information, so I can't say, because I don't want it to come back and bite me saying, oh no, it's a lie. He did not get stabbed. I'm not there, man. I don't know. I'm just bringing y'all the story. You make your own decision. Make up your own mind as to whether or not you believe that someone is clout chasing or someone really got stabbed. Now, the story goes that, again, a Mexican stabbed Luce Cannon 5 times there in MDC, Metro Detention Center, the federal detention center where he's being housed. Why a Southsider would stab Luce Cannon, I don't know. And if he did, then like they're saying, it's going to go up immediately. It has to, So this is what's causing people to believe that it's a little bit suspect. I don't know. What do y'all think, man? Brick is a real 60, Pablo says. Okay, I don't know. Hit the like button if you're in this live. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done something. If you have not done so, welcome to the Inside Story with Damian Porter. And we're just going over the subject, whether or not Luce Cannon from Rolling 60s, under the indictment with Brick Baby and Big U, was actually stabbed in the federal detention center in which he is being housed. Word is, according to his wife, Sharice, she got word via his lawyer that he was stabbed 5 times and in the hospital by a Southsider. The question then becomes, why would a Southsider stab Luce Cannon? They're speculating that it's because supposedly he is no good. He's a snitch. He snitched on somebody and he in PC. If he in PC, then that means that someone that stabbed him is also PC. How you gonna stab him for being a snitch and being PC, and you probably a snitch too because you in PC? So I'm not too familiar with how the federal protocol works, if I'm being honest. I've never been to federal prison, or in his case, a federal jail, since he hasn't been convicted and sent to prison yet. He's in a detention center, which I guess equates to a jail, a county jail. And, but it just, even though I've never been there, I will venture to say that it sounds a little suspicious. Because if he got stabbed by a Mexican, then it would be a riot immediately. It will go up immediately. They cannot take the law into their own hands. Why would they be stabbing him? Is what I'm asking. That's the question. Yes, a PC Mexican ain't a Southsider. He's a dropout. Okay, I got you. I stand corrected. Appreciate that. I'll correct myself. You're right. So, an alleged dropout stabbed Luce Cannon, supposedly. Now, I am investigating this rumor myself right now to see what I can find out, because I want to know myself the motive behind this. Why would someone stab Luce Cannon? A dropout. Why? Another race on a PC yard or detention center. And if it's not true, then why would they put out a rumor like this, one of which could start something between the races, actually? Why would you put out a rumor like this? Clout chasing is that bad? You need views that bad that you wish danger on yourself and say you've been stabbed when you haven't? Don't speak stuff into existence. If you haven't been stabbed, be thankful. Don't bring it upon yourself by putting it out in the universe and it has not transpired, well, now that's asinine. And it's not that serious. Any stories with Samoans? Yes, I do. Eve is actually Steve. Whoa. Yeah, so we just trying to find out what happened with Luce Cannon. Welcome to the live, everyone. Welcome to the Inside Story with Damian Porter. Hit the like button if you're in the live. When you're watching this video later, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. I do appreciate everyone. I do appreciate everyone's support. I appreciate the Go Up movement, the Stay Free People movement support. Thank everyone for being by my side, for those who have been, and for those who were checking for me when I was missing in action. I do appreciate the sentiment. And getting back to Luce Cannon, we're just discussing whether or not he was actually stabbed there in the Metro Detention Center where he's being housed, in a federal detention center under the indictment alongside Big U and Brick Baby, amongst others. Word is, according to his wife, that he was stabbed in excess of 5 times by a dropout. They didn't say dropout, but they say that Luce Cannon's on a PCR. So it had to have been a dropout that did it. But they say he was of another race, which really makes no sense. So some people are speculating and believing that Luce Cannon is, or his wife anyway, is totally lying and fabricating this entire story for clout. Is clout that serious these days on the internet? That you will make up a story that you've been stabbed 5 times by another race and you were not? That's just crazy. If Luce on PC, why? I don't know. Chris Cannon, why didn't Luce go GP? I'm not sure why Luce didn't go GP. I'm not even sure if he's not GP. They saying that he went PC for suspicious activity in the past. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know for sure that the man is PC. I don't know where he's at. I just know that supposedly he's in MDC, Metro Detention Center, and I don't know what part of the detention center that he's in or how it works there in the feds. If that's a whole PC center or not, I have no idea. Supposedly, allegedly, he's in PC and was stabbed there in PC. If he's in general population and was stabbed by another race, it's immediately going up. So this is what makes everything, the whole story, seem a bit suspicious as to whether or not Luce Cannon from Rolling 60's crib was actually stabbed by someone of another race. Where is Luce Cannon? MDC, they say, Metro Detention Center. Is he in protective custody or not? I do not know, but they are claiming that he is. I don't make too much money from doing the lives if nobody send me no stickers or no cash apps or no super chats, but it's okay. It's not about the money. I mean, somebody just asked me that question. That's why I'm answering. I'm just answering the question. Somebody said, how much money do you make from the live? Well, if somebody send me some money, I make some money. If not, then no. But that's okay. I'm just here to connect with the people. It's Big UPC. I don't know, not that I know of. I doubt if he goes PC. Oh, City with a super chat. There we go. Thank you, City, for a super sticker. See, now I made something off the line. Appreciate it, City. Thank you for the support, brother. If you are a brother, meaning a man, whoever you are, I appreciate it. And we're just talking about Luce Cannon. Welcome to the live, everyone. An inside story with Damian Porter. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. And we're just going over whether or not Luce Cannon was actually stabbed there in the detention center, federal detention center. Luce Cannon being the man under indictment alongside Big U, Brick Baby, amongst others. A federal indictment, under a federal indictment, being held allegedly in MDC, Metro Detention Center, Metro Detention Center, a federal detention center, since he's under federal indictment. While here housed in this federal detention center, word has it, according to his wife, Luce Cannon's wife, he was stabbed 5 times by someone of another race. Apparently, no one believes the story and believes that she is clout chasing. Whether Luce Cannon put her up to this or not, I don't know, but that she is clout chasing and looking for views and trying to stay relevant by concocting a story about her husband being stabbed 5 times by another race. That smells of real desperation if that's not true. And I don't know whether it is or not. But I just wanted to touch bases briefly on this live. Touch bases with my Go Up movement. It's already late, even though there are a few people in the live, so I guess it's not too late. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. And you know, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I will investigate as to whether or not this is true or even feasible. Is it even possible, plausible, that the man has been attacked? I'm going to do my due diligence and find out where he's being housed before I do another video on it. But to sum it up, supposedly Luce Cannon was attacked. For what reason? I don't know. It's all a bit murky. That's a good question. Why would he be attacked? It's all a bit murky to me. I can't say for sure. Supposedly, you know, I never heard that he was supposed to have been a snitch, though. He was just out here on the street. Nobody done nothing. So, you know, I don't know why he would even be attacked. But again, if you have not been attacked, then why would you put that out there? Why would your wife put that out there? Why would you allow your wife to put something out there like that? You know, I know he's locked up. And she be acting like she hasn't heard from him, but it all just sounds a bit suspicious, man. That's all. You know, that's all I can say. But that does not mean, just so I'm clear, that it did not happen. I don't know. But if I had to answer whether or not it happened, I would say no, which means that it's totally fabricated and that clout chasing is the motivation behind such a fabricated, diabolical story that could cause something between the races. Despicable actions, if you ask me, if it is not true. And again, that's what I would be leaning towards. If I had to make a decision, that the decision would be, this shit is not true. Hey, what's going on, Donald? Welcome to the live. Oh, just because, you know, I was just named after Big China Man, so I ended up being Little China Man. That's how it goes in gang culture. But he didn't get touched. Young Ant put out a video just now. Oh, yeah? Oh, so he didn't get touched. He didn't. See, that's what I've been saying this whole time. The shit sounds suspicious. I haven't even seen nobody else's video on it. I just heard about it. I'm just saying the shit sounds suspicious. See, nobody really believes it. Thank you again, City, for the super chat, super sticker. I appreciate it. I will be back going live again soon with a story. Thank everyone for supporting the channel. Thank you for tuning in to the live. Y'all have a good and safe night. Be strong and be safe. Support the channel. Hit the like button on the way out. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. And hit the like button and leave a comment on my other videos as well. I guess I'll do some due diligence and get down to the bottom of whether Luce Cannon was actually stabbed there in the federal detention center or not, or whether this whole thing has been fabricated. Amber said, have a good night. Keep your head on a swivel and eyes open. Yes, don't forget about us, your peeps. Can never forget about y'all, Amber. City, thank you again. Have a good night as well, Amber. Thank you so much for tuning into the live. Thank you for supporting me from day one. I appreciate you, homegirl. Hey, what's good, Mel Matrix? How you doing, man? OG from South Center. Big guy, big mind. Yeah. Peace. All right, peace, man. WW said hi. All right, hi. All right, y'all have a good night, man, and be safe. Stay free, people.